Good morning, everyone. שבוע טוב. זה שיעור of course לעילוי נשמת הקדושים ולרפואה שלמה לכל הפצועים והחולים. פרשת השבוע בוא אל פרעה. Come to Pharaoh, says the Kodesh Baruch Hu to Moshe Rabbeinu. He's not telling him go to Pharaoh, which was the normal thing to say, lech leFaro. He's saying בוא. What does it mean בוא אל פרעה? We have in life sometimes difficult times, as we are now. Unfortunately, we're in a very bad situation, very hard situation, difficult, horrible, and sometimes we feel we're alone. And this is something we should understand. We are never alone, and that's what the Kodesh Baruch Hu is telling to Moshe Rabbeinu. Bo el Paro, come to Pharaoh. I'm with you. And I'm telling you right in front. He's not going to do what you think he's going to do. He's not going to release Am Yisrael on the spot, as the Torah says. I'm going to harden his heart. He's not going to send Am Yisrael. I'm going to show him my force. Is going to learn in a difficult way that I am the one, the only one, etc., etc. Because the whole idea of those 10 plagues is not especially for Pharaoh, it's more for Am Yisrael. Because Am Yisrael needed to see and believe that God is the one, the only one, there is nothing else, only God. And he looks after each one of us. And that's very important. He looks after each one of us. Bo el Paro says, come, I am with you. Don't be afraid. Whatever happens, I am there. And who is the Kodesh Baruch Hu? Is our Father. It's like, I heard this Shabbos, an unbelievable rabbi talked, stating about Natanya is really, I must say, for example, what we say now, God is our Father. He's telling people driving on a train, and two young gentlemen sitting and talking, and in front of them is another gentleman, and those two young gentlemen are talking badly about a guy. Wow, badly is a good word. Unbelievable what they said. Really unbelievable. And they see that the guy in front of them, this gentleman, his face is changing. His face is coming white, green, red. So one of the guys asked him, what's wrong? What's happening? Is something wrong with you? He said, you're talking about my son. Now, what would you do? What would you do? You know what they did? One of them is asking this gentleman, have you got maybe 10 shekels? I want to buy shoko. Can you believe this? After talking badly on his son, not only asking for forgiveness and, oh, we're sorry, we did this. No, they're asking him to give them. And this is exactly what we do. One of the main problems is that we hate each other, talk badly on each other, and we are talking, who we talk bad about? Who is this guy we're talking about? Who are those people we're talking badly about? They are the children of the Kodesh Baruch Hu. We are all Banim Atem Lashon, we are all the children of the Kodesh Baruch Hu. So if we talk about one of us in a bad way, we are really doing a terrible damage. And then, what do? We stand in front of God. Oh God, give me parnasa, give me health, give me. 2 minutes ago, you insulted the Son of God. You insulted the children of God. And you talked badly on Am Yisrael, the children of God. And you're asking that God will give you something? This is the greatest chutzpah of all. No, it's not easy. Because not all of us agree with the way or the right way. And the point is, what should we do about it and how should we behave? So first of all, it's always I'm asking people, what is this? And I did it a few times. And always I get the same answer. One finger. It's all right. But but what is the main thing? You know what this is? This is a part of me. It's me, yes. And nobody Nobody, if he's got a problem with his finger, is going to cut his finger off. If you have a problem with your leg, you have a wound on your leg, you're not going to cut your leg off and throw it out. It's a part of you. You will cure it. You will do whatever you can in order to cure the part of your body you have. And this is what we should do. Each one of us is a part of our body, of Am Yisrael, which is one. It's not, I must say, sometimes, there are certain things that you have to cut off the leg or the finger because you cannot cure it. But you made the effort to try and cure it. So in other words, even if a part of our nation, of our people are ill, sick, we still have to try and cure them. At least try and cure them. And tell another story, also interesting. Was this guy, he came to his rabbi, says, Rabbi, I have a problem. I'm talking Lashon Hara the whole day. The whole day I'm talking badly on people. I don't know how to control it. So the rabbi told him, you know what, I've got an idea for you. You go home and on one of the walls you will put a piece of wood, and every time you insult somebody or say something badly about one of your friends or or whatever, you go to this room and you put in this piece of wood a nail. You hammer in a nail. Says, okay. And I will come in 2 weeks' time to see what's happening. In 2 weeks' time, the rabbi comes. He looked at this board, this piece of wood, and it's full with nails. Full with nails. He says, sorry, Rabbi. He says, okay. Now listen what I want you to do. You go to each one of those people you insulted and you ask for forgiveness. You plead for it. You do the best you can that they will forgive you. And then you come back, and each one that you ask for forgiveness, you will take out one nail. Okay? And in 2 weeks' time, I'm coming. In 2 weeks' time, he comes and he says, yes, there are still nails there, but a few of them are already out. He says, okay, try harder. Okay. 2 weeks later, he comes and he sees the board, the piece of wood is clean. All the nails are out. He says, wow, Baruch Hashem. He says, yes, it was very hard, but I did it. Kol hakavod. He says, now I want to show you something. Put your hand on this piece of wood and slide your hand. Do you feel something? Of course you feel. You feel the holes that are there. You feel it in your hand. You try and do it. You'll see. After you put a nail inside a board, inside a piece of wood, and when you take it out, the hole is still there, and it's not smooth anymore. You feel that there are the holes when you put your hands. And the rabbi says, you see, you insulted people. You talked badly. You did a lot of damage. Then you went and asked for forgiveness. Even if they forgive you, you have to understand the hole is still there. This is something we have to put in our mind. I heard this, I said, what a beautiful mashal. What a beautiful lesson to learn. To understand that whatever we do to our friends, when we hurt them, even if we ask for forgiveness, there is something there already. So how careful we have to be with this. We are now standing, being judged in Hag. Also, he talked about this, and he said, I'm saying it very carefully, he says. Let's think about it. Who is judging us? Ribono shel olam. This court was established because of the Holocaust, of the genocide of the Jewish nation. And who do they judge now? The nation that was killed and murdered in those years. Who is judging us? Murderers are judging the innocent. We, the one who want to protect our life from this terrible enemy Hamas, we are standing on trial in genocide? We? And who is judging us? From Russia, Morocco, Africa? They're all murderers. What's happening in their countries is murdering, raping, and genocide. Yes, they do genocide. Look what Russia is doing now to the Ukraine. And in Africa, what's happening? And South Africa is the one that comes to blame us. You know that every day women are being raped there and people are being killed there. And we're asking God, what's going on here? What's going on here? How can this be? Let's go back. People here, Jews, were blaming each other in what? Nazis, they called some people. And what terrible thing! Blaming people, yes, blaming people and killing other people. So God says, if you talk on yourself like this, I will let the Goyim judge you. That's what you did. You blamed. What this guy Erdogan is blaming us, calling Netanyahu Nazi. But that's what we called him by ourselves. And to other people. And I don't want to go on into it. So, are we, let's say, we don't know what's going on. Are we surprised? So what do? We have to understand and remain. That's the basic of everything is V'ahavta lerecha kamocha, and there is another part, Ani Hashem. It goes together. The emunah in God with loving each other goes together. God is showing us with the 10 plagues to understand and realize what it's all about. And then He takes us out of Egypt. We want God to take us out of this bad situation. How do we do this? There is a very interesting story that one rabbi, I don't remember the name, is bringing. People are coming to a well, they want to take water out. And the normal size, normally the rope that you need to take out of the whale water is like, say, 1 meter or 2 meters. Let's say 2 meters. So they come, and unfortunately the water is really down there, and the 2 meters is not enough. And they don't know what to do. They need the water. They need to put the bucket in and take water out. But it's too deep. Says Shlomo HaMelech. If you think about it, I'm not going to go into it. I'm just going to tell you the basic because this was important. There are 5 people there. The depth is 20 meters. So the guy, a wise guy, tells him, okay, let each one of us give his rope, and we tie them together. And so we have 20 meters that we can take out the water. And they did it, and they took out the water. Shlomo HaMelech talks about what is so clever with this. What is so clever with this is, think about it. You have a problem. Your rope, you cannot just take the water. You cannot drink. What do you do? What do you do? You have to go and find a solution. Says this guy, you don't need to go anywhere. If each one of us is going to untie his rope and tie the ropes together as one, then we can drink the water. We can get the water. You don't need to go anywhere to find forces or whatever it is in order to help you to achieve your goal. What we need to is to be together. Each one of us giving his share, his small thing to the whole, to Am Israel, and together we will win. Together we will drink. Together we will win this war. We're starting to hear people talking. And you know, the Rav Pinkus says, you go near a kindergarten and you see the people, and you see the kids playing in the sand pit. Imagine to yourself that instead of the kids you see there, the Prime Minister, the Chief of Staff, the Chief Rabbi, playing with the sand like kids. What would you say? Mishigoyim. But think for a minute. Is this not what we are doing? Do we understand that we're playing like kids? And fighting. The kids are fighting in the sand. And those adults, clever people, are doing the same. Is this logical? Do we not understand what is on stake? Do we not understand that all what we're doing is a kid's game? We playing in the sand and fighting on nothing? Not realizing what is the real goal, what we should do? You know, just now talked about it. Pharaoh, God hardened his heart and he made liver. It says kaved lev, it says liver instead of heart. What is the thing of the liver? The liver, when you cook it twice, it becomes very hard. Cannot do anything with it. And this is exactly what happened with Pharaoh. After he didn't agree to send Am Israel, he didn't listen anymore. He was already, it was like kaved, he was like liver, like cooked twice. He was blocked. He won. This is what we call, in nice words, comfort zone. You know, sometimes you're in the comfort zone, and it doesn't matter what situation you are, you don't listen to the logic, because you are used to it. If Pharaoh would have listened and got the decision to send Am Israel, the whole history will change. Instead, he didn't listen. And what happened is, he was destroyed with all his people. Unbelievable. Why? Because he didn't listen to the logic. He saw in front of him Moshe and Aaron, and he saw the cleverness. They showed him miracles. So he brings his people and they show miracles to Moshe and Aaron. So he understands that there's something great here. Don't you stop for a minute and think, maybe I'm wrong? Getting all those plagues and staying in your position? Don't we do this the same with this little Pharaoh we have? Don't we understand where we're going? Are we going to do the same mistakes again? Are we not going to listen to the logic? Are we not going to listen to God? Shalach et ami. Send by people. Let's all understand and put everything together. Understand we are not alone. Boil paro. Understand the power of the mouth that we have, that we can damage. And even if we ask for forgiveness, it's still there. Let's all try and do the good in the eyes of God. And love each other. And even if some people don't agree with us, we don't cut them away. They are part of us. We try to do whatever we can in order to cure them. If it doesn't work, but we have to try. We cannot be like Pharaoh, stuck in a decision and going with it. We have to listen to the logic, to God. God tells us exactly what we should do. And God also tells us, don't be afraid. Boil paro, I am together with you. All the best. Have a nice day.